lettuce in this plot. In this plot we're going to do flowers. What about irrigation? We need to get some water. So you see we planted these flowers. Now it's time to plant the radish and lettuce. So lettuce is going to go there and radish is going to go there. This is just nothing. Forget about that. It just separates these two so that we know what is in what. So Mom's just putting some seeds in my hand. What seeds were those?
Lettuce.
Good. When we pick the lettuce, then we're going to do it all again. Or are we going to So we need it to grow. So we cover, and then the radish is looking a bit different.
I need water. We'll get some water.
Let's get have some. Up soon, then we're gonna water. Let's see if more water.
I hope you enjoyed my little helper. Here we've got a new addition to our garden. This is called a hot compost bin, which claims to compost your ingredients within 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to try it. So first we added some of the kitchen waste, kitchen scraps. We're adding some bloodfish and bone and some bark chips. That's how the instruction is. The hot compost bin is a well insulated container. The one I have is a 100-liter one, and you have to layer with some kind of dry material, either shredded paper, cardboard, or bark chips, and some bloodfish and bone will help the process a bit faster. So you just layer it and mix it really well. So the compost bin has a thermometer on top, and once we open it, you can see that all the ingredients in that. The thermometer will tell you what's the temperature inside. So the ideal is when it's between the two green areas. It also has a vent which lets hot air through. Right now I've kept it closed because the temperature inside the container is low. And this is where you would get the finished compost. This is a closed section which is tied up with a belt, and this is the little area where you could get the liquid. So the liquid is coming out. See, that can be used as a fertilizer as usual, diluting it with water. Now this little hole takes cold air in, sucks the cold air in, and the cold air will go up and push the hot air, or the hot air rises and it will come through this. So that's the compost bin, hot compost bin. I've kept it closed as I mentioned because the temperature is not in the ideal range. Once we start loading more things in, it will start to increase the anaerobic activities inside and hence rise the temperature. Now back at the allotment, I've got these wonderful potato buckets. They are very sturdy. They're plastic though. I'm not really fond of plastic, but these are very sturdy. So we're going to plant some second earlies. This is Charlotte into these buckets. I've got around 10 of them for 30 pounds. So that's quite cheap considering the quality of the great quality of the buckets. So I'm filling it with some homemade, these are not fully composted, but that's fine, it's almost there. There's some hay, half composted hay in it. I'm layering that with a little bit of a homemade compost, removing all bigger pieces from it. For a size of this bucket, I would put 3 to 4 seed potatoes and then do the usual of, so this is quite nicely chitted in the bag itself, so I didn't have to chit it at all. So for this bucket, because they're small, I'm going to keep 4, and for this they are even smaller, so I'm going to keep one in the middle. They're quite nicely chitted, and now we can cover them with proper compost. So this is much more composted, in the form from our first compost bin. So just cover enough to cover the growth, and I'm removing all the bigger non-composted bark chips and things like that. The bucket or container potato growing follows the similar method as earth them up as the sprouts come out of the soil or the compost. So I will continue doing that, water them really well and keep earthing them up. So April is a very busy month, clearing, cleaning, sowing, planting. There's loads to do, so a lot of hands are required. To keep on top of your weeds, keep on top of the watering when there is dry weather, but recently it's been very wet, we don't have to water them. Keep the lawn or the grass down and keep harvesting. So we're getting a lot of Swiss chard this time of the month. So I hope you all enjoyed this little video. Stay safe and see you soon in another one.